Yo, assalamualaikum, welcome back to another reaction video. This is the Try Guys Cook Dumplings Without a Recipe. Welcome back to Without a Recipe, man. Shout out to Ron Harsby, man, with the request. And I haven't been doing, you know what I'm saying, call me out. I haven't been doing my Try Guys reactions, man, and I've been slipping, man. I gotta get back on my Try Guys, man. Still love the Try Guys. This video is 50 minutes long. 50 minutes long. I'm not gonna stop the video at all. If I have like thoughts or want to say something, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just try to keep this video going because it's 50 minutes, and I know you probably watched their 50-minute video all the way through, but you might not watch mine all the way through. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna watch mine? And it's gonna be even longer than 50 minutes. So you know what I'm saying? If you're new to the channel, man, welcome, man. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. If you have a reaction request, please leave it down in the comments, man. I'll try my best to get to it. These next few weeks, I'm about to go really hard on the reactions, man. I'm probably gonna get up to about, the goal is to do about 10 to 15 reactions a day, man. So yeah, a day, 10 to 15 reactions a day. Yeah, put that request down at the bottom and we'll do it. But anyways, I'm not gonna pause this video anymore. I'm not gonna pause the video. I'm just gonna say what I had to say throughout the video. Apologize ahead of time if you can't hear me because of, you know, audio issues. And make sure you like the video, comment down below, subscribe, and yeah, let's watch this video, man. Who do you think's gonna win? Dumplings. I'm just gonna go with Eugene because he seems like he's the most naturally gifted at across the board.
I think this is the most cooking I've ever seen you do.
It's because he critiques when I make something, so he wants it to be done a certain way. It's not that I can't cook, it's just he wants to cook, do all the
tasty
cooking.
way.
What?
Welcome to Without a Recipe, the cooking show where contestants have no experience, no instructions, and probably no hope.
It's a sad excuse for dumplings.
Oh my gosh.
Brownies, dumplings, pizza, and the grand finale, cheesecake.
We're not just doing sweet, we're doing savory. And shiz, I can cook.
Keith might not get mad.
Jesus Christ.
I might not put alcohol in my shit.
Oh man, this is like home.
You excited? Well, buckle up, because there's disasters ahead, and there's no turning back now.
By now you may have heard that the Try Guys have made a movie, and it is called Behind the Try, a Try Guys documentary.
You can be the first person to see it by getting tickets now to the Try Guys live event world premiere.
There's gonna be a red carpet, special guests, special surprises, live performances, you betcha.
And for all the information
There's a pandemic going on.
Go to tryguys.com/movie.
You're
Time we wrap this up,
a super
just
fan if
like
you go to
those
that with a pandemic going on.
Woo! Enjoy this.
This holiday at T-Mobile, get an iPhone 12 with 5G on us on every single.
The Try Guys are back in the test kitchen for Without a Recipe. To kick off this season, they're making dumplings.
I broke it. It's okay. Let's go for it.
What's your strategy this time, Ned? F it up.
You know, 2020, the world's upside down. Everything's crazy, which means I'm gonna fucking win. I've fucked up a lot in this series.
Do we have anything that can help me? I flew water over the country for you.
I'm the defending season champion, which means I get to be the sassy villain.
There's a
Look, I read the YouTube comments. I didn't really appreciate that my dishes got called not creative. So this season, I'm getting creative.
So some might say, Eugene, maybe you should not put alcohol in everything. Maybe you shouldn't make things totally crazy. Now, I'm just gonna go totally left field.
So last season, I was pretty adversarial with the judges.
You couldn't even have it. How could you even have a vote? I just put in too much xanthan gum.
I took a risk, right? Daddy's favorite. I wanted to honor my father. That didn't work out, so no more honoring my father. Till cheesecake.
Each of the Try Guys will have 2 hours to make a dumpling of their choice. Then, the next day, they will cook and present them to our panel of judges.
God, why didn't I do this in a bowl?
No, dude, this is the way.
This is the way you do it. You gotta be able to feel it.
I'm Rosanna Pansino. I'm a YouTuber. Also, I'm a baker. I know food. I'm a fellow foodie here. So I was a judge on last season, and there was a lot going on first season, so I can't wait for the second.
I didn't even know they had seasons for this, man. It's been so long since I did a Without a Recipe video.
And I think an excellent home cook.
Oh, he's Eugene's
I think I'm better
boyfriend?
than all of these guys, so that's why I'm here to judge. I can't wait to rip these dumplings apart.
Matt, every time you watch Without a Recipe, you're upset.
Yes, you guys are horrible.
That's my boyfriend. There's a reason I don't put him in videos. He watches these videos and only says terrible things. He's kind of like the Gordon Ramsay of the Try Guys group.
But he might want to make Eugene lose, which is exciting.
My name is Perry Chung. I'm the chef owner of Dumpling Monster in West Hollywood. I'm very curious to see what kind of dumplings these guys come up with today. Dumpling Monster has been open since February of 2019. Growing up in an Asian family household, making dumplings is just kind of the thing that we always did. Like mom would just make dumplings during the holidays or usually a lot of gatherings. But professionally making dumplings, I've been making dumplings for the past 8 to 9 years. The fun part about dumplings is there's really no origination from where it comes. There's different types of dumplings. There's Korean dumplings, there's Japanese gyozas, Chinese dumplings, Taiwanese dumplings. You know, even Italians, they have a sort of a dumpling, which is like the ravioli.
Love ravioli.
To start, we're gonna be making our dough, and then after that, we'll move on to the filling and the dipping sauces.
Yo, why does...
All right, bakers.
I hope you can hear me. Why does Eugene's boyfriend seem like a...
Let's make some dumps.
I'm gonna do high gluten.
stereotypical
I'm pretty sure
reflection of,
it
like,
needs to be like tensile.
All-purpose
Asian
flour,
parents.
high gluten flour.
Is that just
Let's
me?
try one of each.
Here's what I know about making dumpling dough is you cover a table in a pile of flour and you crack eggs into it and then you stir it with your
Hope that
fingers,
didn't,
right?
hope that didn't offend
I
anybody.
see
It's
it
not
on the
my
internet all the
intention.
time.
I've made dumplings so many times as a kid, but I'm not making Asian-style dumplings, so we'll see what happens. I will be making what I am calling a Texas barbecue dumpling. See, I am Asian, but I'm also very Texan, so I've decided to squish together my two worlds into the perfect little food. So I'm taking everything that you might find at a Texas barbecue joint and trying to shove it all into one little dumpling. Zach, you're making Asian dumplings, aren't you?
I'm making an Asian-inspired vegan dumpling. They're gonna have tofu, a little bit of walnuts. Now I'm making vegan dumplings, which puts me at a flavor disadvantage. So I'm gonna try and compensate. I'm gonna put kimchi in my dumplings. I'm gonna try and put some pineapple in my dumplings. I want just that
Sounds
little
terrible.
kick of sweetness.
I'm making New Orleans-style crawfish dumplings. It's gonna have Cajun seasoning and andouille sausage and a little bit of seafood gumbo inside. My aunt, I don't know if you
Sounds
knew this,
delicious.
but she has a Cajun restaurant in New York City. I've always enjoyed Cajun food, and my aunt's restaurant's been really hard hit with COVID. Yeah, I'm just thinking of her when I make this recipe.
Well, I am making a breakfast sandwich inspired dumpling, a little turkey, sausage, egg, and cheese in a dumpling. We
I'm not
love
a breakfast
reinventing
person.
breakfast, but have people done breakfast dumplings? Because Rosanna does not eat pork, I'll be using a turkey breakfast sausage. It's gonna be wrapped up, and then it's gonna be boiled
She
or
Muslim?
steamed.
She don't eat pork?
One or two, I'm gonna decide in the moment.
Fortnite. Ned sounds the best. Ned's and Eugene.
Today we're gonna be making pork and chive dumplings. We're gonna be using AP flour and cake flour because it's a little more common for everyone to try at home. So I'm gonna start on a low setting just to get all the dough mixed up, and then I'm gonna slowly add the water in.
I know that you put egg and water in it.
I've got my dough, my Old Bay infused.
Put egg and water in it.
I've got my dough, my Old
you don't
Bay
put egg in?
infused flour and salt mixture. Now I'm gonna make a little circle.
See, I'm wondering if I should like think of my dough like a pancake a little bit. I don't know if you've had the greatest fast food invention of all time, the McGriddle, but I have. And there is something to that breakfast sausage sandwich with sweetness.
So what's your strategy this season?
I've gone on a real journey between last season and this, you know? I'm a flavor man now.
You're a flavor man.
I made a tea line. I've had a whole culinary adventure. I'm here to take my learnings and apply it to the world of Without a Recipe, you know? I don't want to make something boring. I'm not Ned.
I brought the whole plate out because I intend on putting approximately 9 eggs.
Hey, it's worked for Eugene.
I don't know, I'm taking what I know from making pasta.
You got it right, Ned. I need more eggs. This is not enough
Are you not
eggs.
supposed to
enough
put
liquid
eggs
going
in
on
there?
over here.
Guys, it's 2020. Anything is possible. This season is going
I
to be
have no
so
idea how
different.
to
We're all
make
going different directions. Like, I might not put alcohol in anything.
So you're telling me you're not going to put alcohol in anything you're doing?
Well, we'll see. But I'm trying to, I'm trying to surprise the audience, you know?
God, why didn't I do this in a bowl?
No, dude, this is the way
This is the way you do it. You know, you gotta be able to feel it. Look, dumplings have been made for thousands of years, just like this. I'm not gonna lie, I'm maybe around the too many eggs side.
Yeah.
So to the dough, I added some salt, some canola oil. Right now, all the flour has come together, but typically the question is, how long do you work the dough? I would say probably about 7 to 10 minutes.
I think in seasons past, I've damned myself by not knowing when to quit. So I'm going to say that I don't want to overwork this dough.
Underworked
I'm gonna make another one.
You're gonna make another one?
Yeah, I'm gonna try one with the gluten.
Zach,
this is the AP.
What did you just say about knowing when to quit?
Well, I know when to quit on this one. That's the AP dough. It did so well in history and science, but now we're gonna try some high gluten because I feel like high gluten will be stickier and you need your dumpling wrapper to be sticky.
You know, between the Old Bay and the egg, mine is kind of this like interesting orange texture.
Yeah, yours is very pretty. I need more flour. I thought I needed more eggs. I put too many eggs in.
I also need more flour, I think.
Look at this.
Yeah, here,
I'm coming over, baby. Don't you worry.
Need an extra hand.
Do you want to go more?
A little bit more.
Okay.
All right, that's good.
I'm concerned at how
so
stringy
silly,
this is. Is there something else that I should be putting in here?
You can feel mine if I can feel yours.
Yeah, of course. Oh yeah, yours is much softer than mine.
Oh wow, yours is much harder than mine.
I did notice that our doughs are already very different. Mine is sticky and gooey, yours is hard and firm. We'll see what happens.
We now move on to the fillings.
Eugene wanted to say
the
something
juicy,
dirty
the
so bad.
delicious, the little burst of flavor inside the dumpling.
Look at those little things.
So while the dough is
funny.
resting, we're gonna work on our filling right now. I got some green Chinese chives, which is very, very fragrant. What
Some
I have
people
here
look
also
so
is
great
a green
with a
onion
bald
and
head.
ginger.
I'm not
And what I
gonna
like to
lie.
make is like a ginger scallion water mix, which is something that I'll work into the filling. So to this, I'm gonna add about a cup of water.
Oh, what do we have in the fridge? Okay, we've got tofu.
I think I bit off more than I can chew conceptually because I'm trying to shove an entire Texas barbecue that usually takes a day or 2 days into an hour and a half of cooking.
If you're doing Texas barbecue, you gotta have brisket. So I'm gonna try to make brisket even though we don't have enough time to properly braise or smoke it. So it's gonna be brisket meat at least. And I'm also gonna put in some baked pinto beans, maybe refried. I'm gonna put in collard greens. 'Cause you
Love
have
baked
collard
beans.
See, already this sounds like crazy.
Love baked
and
beans,
potato
man.
salad. You can't have barbecue without potato salad. So I'm also putting potatoes
I
in
do
there.
not
I'm
like
just gonna make
potato salad
my
at
dry
all.
rub for my brisket.
I love soup dumplings.
Oh, don't we all?
So I kind of want to inject
never had.
some like beef broth, like maybe there's like a little burst of like brown gravy in there.
Ooh.
So when it comes to soup dumplings, it's a little more difficult. I want to say it's about a 2 to 3 day process. There is gelatin involved, which means you have to cook a broth and then need the gelatin to set so that you can get these little jelly pieces in there. The margin for error is very, very, very slim.
I don't know how you get soup in a soup dumplings. I imagine, you know, maybe I get like a little syringe and just sort of like squirt it in at the end.
So I'm gonna be making a little sausage, egg, and cheese situation. I've got some turkey sausage. It's turkey breakfast sausage, but I don't know how seasoned it is, and I also can't eat it raw to find out because it's turkey.
Oh, right, and I have to make 2 different versions for Rosanna.
Oh, right, yes, I'm also working for, Rosanna better appreciate what we're doing here today.
Yeah.
Because we alter our recipes for Rosanna Pansino, because she doesn't eat pork, and that's fine, but, you know, I wanted to make pork, I like pork.
I've also got some kimchi.
I do not like
Kimchi in your
pork.
dumplings?
Yeah, I'm gonna try kind of crazy flavor.
Hey, kid, mind if I hang out here?
The
Over
first
here we
time I
got
had
about
some.
2 pounds of pork. I like to get a fat content of about 30%. The leaner the meat, the harder for the flavor to carry over. Usually what makes dumplings so amazing is fat that carries over the flavors. I have about a tablespoon of sugar,
My mom
like
used to
soy
make
sauce. I say
chicken
about
and
an ounce.
dumplings
Sesame
when I
oil,
was young.
vegetarian oyster sauce, a little cornstarch. The cornstarch will act to kind of help keep everything binded together. And over here I have some white pepper, which will give it a nice little spice.
What I'm doing is I'm gonna dry all this tofu out, and then I'm basically just gonna crumble it.
I'm stressed.
It's okay, Eugene. Believe in yourself.
So normally I would boil the potatoes, I would saute the collard greens. It's gonna take too long.
Collard greens.
What if I put them, what if I one pot it? What if I
Ooh, you can be like,
put it all in one pot? What if I put it all in one pot?
you could be the one pot man.
Oh my God.
I've worked for 10 minutes and I've gotten 5 crawfish. Need to speed this up.
All right, so I'm gonna put my dry rub on a brisket. I watch a lot of cooking shows, so I know how people do things. I just don't personally do them often, but.
Well, okay, so your partner Matt is a phenomenal cook.
He cooks every day.
So this is kind of like a nice opportunity for you to return the favor.
I guess I was first joking that I wasn't gonna take this seriously, but I'm realizing I'm making dumplings that are both Asian and Texan inspired, which is my identity, for my boyfriend who cooks. So if I lose, then I'm shaming not only myself, but my ancestors and my partner and the gay community.
Your past, present,
No
and
pressure.
future.
Yeah, basically this is a gay rights challenge and I gotta step up.
No, what? Oh, but I've just spent my whole hour making crawfish. We can do this, we just gotta work a little faster. This is the last one.
Eating like
There's
seafood
nothing
and you
like
could play with their
garlic
like
and oil
claws.
sauteing
So
that makes
fun.
you
So fun. I'm gonna vlog next time I
I
go.
don't know what I was about to say, but it's so delicious.
Would you believe that that whole bowl of crawfish just produced this much?
Are you f***ing kidding me?
Well,
that is almost
I
nothing.
ate a lot of it.
Oh yeah, I ate some of it too.
What are these? Japanese peanuts with chili. That could be fun.
No. Zach, control.
I want to try it.
Control. No.
But let me just try the snack. Oh, it's so spicy.
So you're not putting that in your dumpling, right?
I'm gonna try. Woo!
You're gonna try to put it in?
Yeah, because I want a spice of sorts.
Why don't you just use one of the spices?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Because this already is spiced.
Yeah, but then you're also putting nuts in your dumpling.
I already have. I have walnuts in my dumplings.
Yeah, you don't need more nuts in it.
You're nuts.
You're nuts. You're actually nuts if you're gonna put the nuts in.
I'm thinking about it.
Well, I know that Eugene has made them several times, so I think every part of the way he'll know what he's doing.
He's got a crazy idea.
That looks great.
I don't think it'll.
That looks great.
And I liked Zach's until he said pineapple.
Hey, Eugene, kimchi and
Yeah,
pineapple.
Zach. I don't think I would ever eat anything that Zach made.
Really interesting combo, but you know what? Kimchi is surprisingly good together with things.
I'm getting cold.
Confusing.
Like good confusing?
Yeah.
Is it making you horny?
What?
So I gave this a good little mix over here, and then from here I'm gonna add some
It looks
cabbage.
like a nice
Usually for a
bald
water dumpling,
man.
it's
Like,
kind
some
of nice to
people
have
just look
cabbage. It's
really
naturally
nice
sweet.
I need a little bit of cabbage. Just a little bit of cabbage. I feel like all good dumplings have a little bit of cabbage. Breakfast sandwiches don't tend to have
true.
cabbage, but dumplings do. So it's a little about taking some things from the world and also honoring the world itself.
Do we have red wine here? It is so funny that I just realized that I could put red wine in the sprays, and that would actually be correct. The one time I never decided to put alcohol in something.
Glug, 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 glug.
Oh man, it's just like home. Back to it. Back to the basics.
I love a good cheddar on top of the breakfast sandwich. Smell this.
On
Does it
top
smell
of the
like a football
breakfast
party or
sandwich.
what?
Oh, it smells like a football party.
It smells like a football party over here.
This is still wet. Shit.
What does
Dude,
the
all my
football
stuff
party
is so
smell like?
wet.
I'm basically doing the rub into the soupy concoction just to make sure that there's a lot of infusion of spice. So I'm gonna let this pot sit and it's just gonna stew.
Put that
For
on some
dumplings, you kind
rice.
of want everything to kind of hold together. So if you're working with a meat filling, if you cook it, it won't hold together. It'll kind of fall apart and not really bind together.
Dad, cast me up a what
I think it's because I've never seen him with
Keith,
hair,
I got some
so-
okra, I got some onions, some mushrooms, some chives, and this is my andouille sausage. Oh, let me tear out a piece of that.
Oh, yum.
And I'm gonna saute it all in a pan and try and kind of make some gravy in it.
Whoa, I just
don't
put
really-
raw meat in a bowl.
That seems a lot easier.
But I'm taking a risk, right? Because it might not be cooked all the way, then I'll kill somebody.
These are canned beans. I thought they would be raw, which is good because I don't have time to cook beans, but I think I'm just gonna do refried beans.
Tofu, green onion, pineapple, kimchi, walnut, pepper, Japanese pepper, and miso. Let's mix that up.
Okay, I'm gonna bring this down to more of a simmer. I think I actually have time to cook this.
So I've got my crawfish with
Cholula
my Cajun
hot sauce
seasoning.
is
I've
so
got my
good.
onion, okra, mushroom, delicious veggie blend.
I love hot
This
sauce.
meat is done. I'm ready to set it aside. I'm gonna add the eggs tomorrow. Gonna like scramble them in. But right now I'm gonna work on what this flavor needs to dip into.
I'm gonna add that ginger scallion water that I worked on. And the more water you get away with in here, the juicier your dumpling and the looser your dumpling will be. Be careful not to add too much water, otherwise you have to find more meat to bind it back together.
This is so wet. It's like sopping wet. So I'm gonna try and dry it. But here's my fear is that if I dry the kimchi too much, am I taking away the flavor?
So my first thought is simply to
Cholula.
add some hot sauce to maple syrup and call it a day, but that's not enough.
What?
So I'm gonna get a little bit of ginger, a little maple syrup.
So when it comes to dumplings do need a sauce. Right now we're gonna be working on a chili soy sauce, but here I have 1 cup of light soy sauce, half a cup of water. Here I have some sambal chili sauce to give it a little
I
heat,
love
fresh
sambal.
ginger to give it that ginger taste, because every dumpling sauce has a really nice level ginger taste to it. Sesame oil, chili oil I have just to add a little more spice. And then here we go is the vegetarian stir fry sauce, which it's about 1.5 ounces to 2 ounces. And then I also add some sesame seeds.
I'm gonna add a little
That was a lot, actually.
burger sauce. I just know that it's really good on breakfast sandwiches. So this is where my vinegar element is coming in. Half hour, I don't need that.
Shoot, I'm getting.
All right, well, the beans are pretty much ready to go. I'm gonna start on my sauce.
I do not know how to
Shit,
make
in 20
refried
minutes we have to
beans.
make our sauce too? Oh shit! Are you gonna have time for barbecue sauce? That's what you're doing right now?
I'm doing it right now. Some pretty important ingredients. All I know is you for sure need Worcestershire sauce.
Yes.
You get a lot of flavors. Are you worried that it's gonna be too flavorful?
Absolutely. But also, all of them taste great.
That's true. I mean, I like flavors.
All right, because time is running out, I'm gonna make my sauce. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3.
Is that how you mix
Done.
it?
Whisk.
What is this, dude?
Just eye-ing every camera.
I wanna cameras with you. Here, you wanna do it together?
Okay, and a cam. And my cam. And your cam. And then this close-up one.
That's a lot of cameras,
You're doing
man.
a lot less, and it's working a lot more.
That's usually how one has confidence.
I'm trying to think about
I think I'm all
making
done. I think I'm in a
content.
happy
You need a lot
place.
of
A good
cameras
chef knows when to
sometimes.
stop.
Well, I gotta dump in my
look at
my
that.
crawfish meat because I only have 14 minutes.
2021, man. I'm trying to
Wow,
bring
that
some more
smells good,
content
man.
on here, not
Golly.
just reactions.
That smells good.
I fucking nailed this
I'll never
barbecue
give up
sauce,
my
y'all.
reactions.
Oh my
I actually
God.
like doing reactions.
Measurements. I was just like, boom, bam, bazzow.
I'm afraid I don't know that the ratio is right.
So this is tofu, pineapple,
Kimchi, green onion, miso, spicy peanuts, walnuts, ginger, garlic.
I want to experiment with this beef broth.
That's a lot.
Oh my God. You're gonna put it into the veggie stock?
Just gonna try. I'm just gonna experiment.
We have 10 minutes left. We are down to the wire.
with all of my braised ingredients.
That
I'm
looks
gonna stick
great.
it in this blender and try to get it to like a nice even mince.
I want more kimchi. Yeah, I feel like my ratio's off. I've got too much tofu.
Too much tofu.
Yeah, it's like, it's overpowering it. I need that interesting crunch.
Last season you were a star. What's your strategy this time, Ned? F it up. You've got some great strong flavors going on over here. It smells amazing. It looks good. And I'm fishing for a McDonald's sponsorship. Da-da-da-da-da. Hey.
Ow!
Oh my God.
Down to the wire, bud.
I'm freaking out, man. What are you doing over there?
Trying to figure out how this comes on.
Oh!
More beef stuff.
More beef stock, really? I don't know what to do. I guess I can start cleaning, you know, help the transition.
Some nice background music.
You got it, man.
I broke it. It's okay. Let's go for it. Did I break it?
Eugene, we're number 1 and number 2. We're doing so good.
All right, I guess I'm hand chopping this.
Wow, it smells like
Oh, man.
New Orleans down here.
Woo!
Except with all the, you know, vomit in the street.
No.
Well, I don't know if you've been to New Orleans. That place
Never
is
been to New
crazy.
Orleans.
They party.
More ginger.
Shout out
You
to
know, maybe
New
it's a
Orleans.
sign. Maybe it's good. This can be even chunkier, so it gives it like, you know, you can really tell there's meats.
We're just chopping. We're just chopping.
I mean, I think you achieved what you were looking for. It's got a gravy looking,
Yeah,
it looks
got
like a gumbo.
Some gravy texture.
We
If
never
I were
seen
really
them
going
wash
for,
their hands.
Like a soup, I would have just kept adding broth, but I still got to fit in a piece of dumpling.
Yeah, I know.
All right, I think, God, I am sweating.
Hands up, bakers, hands up!
Winners.
They didn't even get it. Did they get
It's
it in
the
the
next
dumpling?
morning. The Try Guys
they
have
make
1
it
hour
first
to
and then-
fill their dumplings and cook them in front of the judges.
Good morning!
right, guys, you ready to make some dumplings?
Let's dump it up.
Our doughs look
Your dough's look very different. Y'all put egg in yours?
Yeah, of course we did.
You didn't? We put a lot of egg.
We're making spaghetti, right?
So now that our dough's been resting, we're gonna take a look at it. It should give it like a nice
dough
little
and
springy,
stuff?
but we were gonna take this out, just work it a little
do
bit.
not.
One very important thing about dough is you just need to keep it covered so
You
that
have
way it
to
doesn't
be
dry out.
I
like
feel
really
like my dough is way
artistic
too
to
wet.
dough.
Yeah, my dough's pretty squishy.
So I've actually got 2 doughs I'm working with. This one is a high gluten and this one is all-purpose. You're making a bagel?
No, I'm just doing what my mom used to do.
She makes a bagel?
I'm just doing what Eugene's mom used to do.
I'm gonna watch Eugene's mom.
Is everyone just gonna copy me?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So right now I'm looking for a dough that kind of keeps its shape. We're gonna roll this out and start forming the little balls. So here I formed a log of dough. I'm probably gonna try to go for about 10 grams of dough. Just make my way down.
Why does this remind me of something?
Ew.
Yo, Zach.
Oh, Zach.
Yeah, it's a gross snake.
Well, I think I made pretty good pasta. And what is a dumpling other than a ravioli?
I think you're absolutely right.
So I'm finishing making my filling right now. I'm adding some egg. Also, there's already egg in the dough, so it's really gonna be that breakfast sandwich
Is he
vibe.
cheating
It's
by
crazy
finishing
like
his
how fast I've
filling
seen people
on
do
the
it
next
and
day?
how much effort it's taking me to do just one of these.
Yeah, my mom and my aunt and my grandma would make dumplings a lot, and I'd sit and help, and this is probably the most nostalgic for me. This part is rolling out the dough and then filling it. What was the food for y'all growing up that you did with your family?
Grilled chicken.
And then from here, we're just gonna do a light dusting on top just so it
What is
doesn't
that?
stick your hand. Press
Dough?
it down, and what you're looking for is like these little mini discs. So we're gonna get all these ready. Here we have a little hand rolling pin, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna just roll it down part way and then just start forming the edges. The edges I like to keep thin, but the center, we're gonna keep it a little stronger because that's where we need to place the filling to kind of stretch it out.
Now, one thing I don't really know at this moment is how big to make my dumplings.
I think I'm making mine slightly larger because of how much filling I have.
That's true.
I'm making mine, they're gonna be called Jiao Long Bao Chicka Bow Wow.
I really focused on the integrity of the wrapper, so I want to make sure that this is like as perfect as I can get it before I fill it. My fear is that they're gonna break in the cook.
So as a beginner, typically you would probably go to the store and get the wrapper, but as this becomes a hobby, it took me 3 months to pick up this technique. Sometimes it takes longer, and to be honest, even my technique is not perfect, but you just gotta keep trying.
Oh wow, mine really congealed overnight.
This has been sitting overnight. Let's see if it tastes good. It's confusing. I can't say that I love it. I'm not allowed to add anything to this right now, right?
No.
I would add more
That's
pineapple to
lame.
this.
Here we have a filling stick, which is what we use at Dumpling Monsters because the bamboo wood doesn't really stick to the meat. You don't want too much filling because otherwise your dumpling is not gonna cook in time before the dough finishes cooking.
I should be measuring this by weight with the scale, but I'm just gonna eyeball it. Tuck in a little pineapple baby. It
This
almost
looks like it's
someone
way harder
vomited
to
an
make
al
sushi.
pastor
I've made
taco.
sushi
I'm
before. It's
trying
not
to
the
wrap
perfect,
one. A little dumpling dough.
but I don't do good with dough.
Empanada.
I've never tried though.
Dumpling.
Actually, let's
And
not
here
try
we're
it.
wrapping the dumplings that we're doing to boil. You really need a perfect seal for boiled dumplings because it's gonna be surrounded by water. The technique for this is crimping your hands in the center, giving a nice big squeeze, and you have yourself a little dumpling here.
I think my
Looks like
dumplings
a
are too
samosa.
thick.
Yeah, I know. It's really tough to get this dough right. Definitely my end pieces are like super doughy.
This is some beef broth. I'm
That's
gonna
beef
see
broth.
if I can inject it in and make soup dumplings.
What? What?
Me trying to get the soup situation going.
Wow, is that how they do that?
I don't know.
It isn't, but I'm loving it.
That's
the
cool.
creativity here is out of control, Ned.
Thank you.
Keep
I
sliding
feel good about honoring the shape. This is how my mom and grandma used to make it.
Keith
This
is
is
by
like
far
just the
gonna win. I
basic
mean,
crimping method.
Eugene
I'm
is by
nervous
far
that
gonna win
the
this.
deep frying is gonna open them up, but we'll see.
Oh, you can see it
So
fill
glad
up.
I wrote it for him.
Oh, yeah.
When I left all my tortillas stacked, over time as they became more room temperature, they became one. So I'm taking that opportunity to make some hilariously large dumplings.
I've had a revelation. I think that the acid of the pineapple cooked this overnight in a way that has made it foul.
Oh no!
Oh, that's not good.
I am no longer confident.
All right, 10 minutes,
That's
bakers.
gross.
10 minutes.
I think I'm ready to cook. I'm feeling pretty confident. The only thing that does worry me is that I have to cook this turkey all the way through.
And the judges are gonna watch us for the first time cook these.
Yeah.
When it comes to steaming a dumpling, you're kind of waiting for the dumpling to kind of puff up. You have to have a good seal, because if you don't have a good seal on your dumpling, during the puff up process, the dumpling can puff and open. If the dumpling is too big, then the inside might not cook all the way.
Okay, so with my dumpanadas finished, we've got Ned making some shumai and some little florets over there. They look nice. We've got a little fortune cookie action coming out of Zach. And Eugene, who is stressed on his dough quality, is making the perfect looking dumpling.
Eugene is in
And so much
another
leftover
league as
barbecue
far as
for
his
me to
attempt
eat. What an
to
incredible
make this
day it
really
is
good,
here
because I
in the
guess he made
Without a
him
Recipe
when he was
kitchen.
young and his
1 minute.
boyfriend
Okay,
cooks
this is
really
it.
well.
Last chance. I think I'm gonna make
Man,
one or two more.
it's a
and
lot of
I'm
pressure
happy
Eugene
with
puts on
this.
himself.
Very unsure if
A
my
lot.
seal is actually sealed correctly.
Seems like that happens a
I'm
lot
actually
with
now
Eugene.
nervous about any steaming because there's already so much moisture in here. So I may just stop at pan frying.
Ned is giving this things
9,
the COVID
8,
vaccine.
7, 6, 5, 4,
It's not
3,
funny, man. I hope y'all stay safe.
2, 1.
Hands up, bakers.
Dumplings!
Oh.
Verizon 5G is here with the coverage of 5G nationwide.
I heard 5G is
and
not even going to be a thing for a
unprecedented
couple years
performance
because
of
we don't have like
ultra-wideband in more and more
something,
places where people
so it's
need
like
massive capacity and ultra low lag. This is the 5G
I'm not gonna talk about
America's
anything I
been
don't
waiting
know.
for, only from Verizon.
This is a long video.
Today we're gonna be judging on 4 things: taste, presentation, creativity, and is it a dumpling?
So today, as a first, we're actually gonna get to watch the guys cook so we can critique them in the process. So let's get cooking.
The way he talks, he sounds like he's
All right, so we've got our
Very
judges watching
critical.
over there. We've got the other 2 Try Guys watching us over here.
And we've got God watching us above. All
Love
right.
you, God. It's the main show. We've got our dumplings. We've got 20 minutes on the clock.
Ooh, not much.
Here we go.
We don't have
That's
a margin
tough.
for error.
They're gonna
here.
watch
I
you
want
cook
mine to
it.
really feel like, you know, a country crawfish boil. So yeah, I'm serving mine with a little bit of corn.
My gut tells me like cook this for like 6 minutes and then add some water, but they're frozen, so I might do it like closer to 10.
We're gonna start on our pan-fried dumplings right now. We're gonna put a little oil down there on a heated pan. And then from here, once the oil is in, we're gonna drop our dumplings in here.
I'm gonna be steaming mine. I think the appropriate amount is 8 minutes. I think it goes pretty quickly.
Oh my God, there's so much steam.
Get that corn in there.
Camera's gotta be steamed up by now.
Crossbar. I've had cooking from everyone else except for Zach, so I'm really interested
You
to see how
don't
his turn
want
out.
Zach's food, trust me.
Zach, the wild card.
Having some difficulty getting my dumplings.
Dad, what's going on?
I'm having some difficulty getting my dumplings off parchment. Some of them have really souped up here.
Steamed dumpling is pretty much easier than the boiled dumpling. You just need to make sure that you have parchment paper or some sort of cabbage, so that way the dumpling will not stick to the steamer basket.
Oh God, they're all sticking. Take off this one.
Oh, Dad, they don't know. I saw soggy bottom leak some soup.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that putting the soup in, it's got a real chance of messing me up. All right,
You
I've
shouldn't
got
have
my
did it
dumplings
in
arranged
all of
here.
them.
6 pork and 4 without pork.
We're gonna bring our heat down to a medium, and now we're gonna add some water. What you're looking for is the water to kind of just all come out completely, and what's left is the oil. From there, it should crisp up.
Here's where Zach learns what happens when you mix water and hot oil and cover it.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm
baby.
steamed.
Woo! Let's have an
It's
explosion.
an innovative
Zach
frying and
seems
steaming.
so dangerous
We got
in the
what, 10
kitchen.
minutes? These are my first ones. These are the test. I'm gonna learn from these, and I'm gonna do it again.
Ned, how do they look?
They look good, and they are coming off the paper way easier now that they're cooked.
And for the
I don't
pan-fried
think I
dumplings,
would
I like
eat
to
anything
have the
that
sauce on the side, because if you
Ned
put
made.
the soy sauce
I
on,
mean,
you
Zach
lose all
made
that
for, like,
crispiness from the moisture from the
$1,000. I
dumpling
would not.
sauce. And this is our pan-fried dumpling.
Wow, these are perfect colors. Look at that. That's perfect.
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
8, 7, 6.
Where is
5,
Ned?
4, 3, 2, 1. Done.
Yay.
It's time to step up, prep up.
Step up, prep
I'm
up.
about to step up and hit
Free
this
from
skip
the risk
button.
of HIV.
Y'all take care of yourself out there.
Wow, a valiant effort from our
30 minutes
boys.
in. God, but
Judges, I'm pleased to present my New Orleans-style Cajun crawfish dumplings. I call them my country dumpkins.
Wow, that's a good name.
That's
the
a great
inside
name.
is it should taste like a crawfish gumbo. Rosanna, yours does not have andouille pork sausage, but you guys have pork sausage in there as well. There's some okra, onions, mushrooms, and I mixed a little Old Bay seasoning into the dumpling dough. It's served with corn on the cob and garlic butter, just like a country crawfish boil.
This is really creative, right? I've never seen this.
It sounds great.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
And I should mention, they're soup dumplings.
It's definitely interesting. I think it's the cheese. Is there cheese in here?
No, no cheese.
Oh, okay. There's something stretchy in here.
That's probably the okra, yeah.
The texture's a little odd.
I wish the spice was in the dumpling and not in the wrapper, because it makes it kind of an unattractive color.
Unattractive. It's what's on the inside that counts.
I get it. It actually tastes very southern. The skin texture though is just a little on the heavy side.
Why is it so tough?
I'm Italian, so I know how to make pasta. So it's an egg-based dumpling dough.
I think it was,
He's
you know,
Italian.
good effort, just bad execution.
Thank you for being direct.
That was honest.
But, you know, on Ned's behalf, we do read him a lot for not going outside the box and being creative. Are these creative?
Very.
Ned?
Yeah.
I think the filling's delicious.
A boiled Cajun Pop-Tart.
I actually love this.
Yeah, it's good.
I think this is delicious.
I love those flavors.
Really, I just loved the filling and the spices. It's just the wrapper. It's just tough. And I think it might be a case of too much flour, especially if it's an egg-based wrapping.
So what do you think? Is it a dumpling?
Yeah, it's a dumpling.
It's a sad excuse for a dumpling.
Oh my gosh. Hey, were you guys, I'm the first person to go. Were you guys told to be super critical or something?
The thing was so
Judges, I am very excited for you to try a fusion between
Don't do it.
Japan and Hawaii. I call these my Mapo Luau dumplings. They are vegan tofu dumplings, and I put some kimchi, some pineapple, and a little bit of Szechuan peppercorn to give it a little bit of a nice kick. And it is served with a soy, vinegar, and pineapple dipping sauce.
You know, Mapo's from China, right?
China, what did I say? Japan?
Yeah. You know kimchi's from Korea, too.
And pot sticker. Let me take that again. So you have China. Anyway, enjoy, guys.
I do like pineapple, so I am hopeful. I love pineapple, and I love bread.
I love how brave those bites are. Those are
Very
big bites.
chewy.
Very chewy. Okay, nice, sick. That's what I was
That's
going
all
for.
I taste is pineapple.
Good.
And like spice.
Yeah, that's great.
Rosanna, what's going on?
Other judges are awfully quiet.
Okay, all right, she loves it.
I got
It's
hit
like,
with
it's like
pineapple.
chewing gum.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of spikes.
Nice.
Is there even anything else in here?
Oh, he's ripping it apart. He loves it. You just want to get to the middle of it.
What's kind of saving it is it's fried.
Yeah.
Because, you know, stuff fried tastes good.
Yeah.
So I think aesthetically, this is like a beautiful dumpling. The sauce is
Beautiful.
It's quite tasty. I can't say the same about the filling.
No, it's cool, man. Stop there. You're great. This is awesome.
And I don't think the dough is cooked all the way. It's a little gummy.
It's not, well, I'm going to put a pause on that and ignore it.
Yeah, I would say it's creative.
Edible.
Fried. Edible. You can eat it, it's cooked.
Rosanna, this is the first food of mine that you have swallowed, I believe.
Correct. I am a sucker for fried bread. You put me at a carnival, I will gain 10 pounds.
Yeah, I want you to keep that sense memory and just associate.
Is it a dumpling? Yes. Is it
Sorry.
a good dumpling? I don't think so. As we all kind of agreed, it's like
He
a little
was
all over
pouring
the
his
place.
sauce.
Yeah, you're really saved by the fact that it's fried.
It's all over the place though on your side. No, the second bite was not good for me. Oh, it's bizarre. It kind of hurts to eat.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Judges, most importantly, is it edible?
That's not
really the criteria.
to me, it is, guys.
I had to swallow to taste it, but
That's
I
a
would
yes.
not want to go back for a second bite.
I'm fine with that, guys. I'm taking this as a win. Judges,
Yeah, Zach.
Yeah.
thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, Eugene, let's hit the kitchen.
What's his name's winning? Ned. Ned's actually sound good. That was a great idea. It's colder. I'm trying to put my hand.
This holiday at T-Mobile, get an iPhone 12 with 5G on us on every single.
All right.
That's a long video.
All right, we have seen Zach and Ned. They crushed it. Now it's time for us to get crushed too. We've got lots of things here. Eugene, how you cooking today?
You know, we're gonna stick with our original plans. The judging doesn't phase us. We got this.
We got this.
I'm gonna try deep frying dumplings for the first time.
So I'm gonna do two different methods. I'm gonna steam a batch and I'm going to boil a batch.
Deep fried
I'm cooking everything
sushi is
from
so
raw.
good, man.
Everyone else
I don't know
had
if y'all
innards that
had
were
it,
already
man,
cooked. Mine are not, so I
deep fried
really
sushi
want to
is
make
good.
sure everything's cooked, and I just don't know if boiling or steaming is better. So let's go for it.
So here we're gonna start with the boiling dumplings. Usually that takes a little more time than the pan-fried dumplings. We have a pot of hot water. I'm gonna put a little oil just so that it doesn't stick. We're gonna season this with a little salt. After the dumplings are in, we're gonna wait for it to come back to a boil and bring it back down to medium heat. That way the filling in the center cooks all the way and won't overcook the dough too much.
Pretty, right?
Those look huge.
I said it was pretty, not it was
Almost
huge.
like an empanada.
Empanada is a type of dumpling.
So another method to cook dumplings is you can also deep fry it. I do want to caution, if you put too much filling, by the time your wrapper gets that golden brown color that you love, then the inside might not cook all the way.
Golden brown is usually my go-to phrase for anything that is cooked well.
So I have put my steam boys in. I'm gonna start them at 8 minutes.
So these dumplings have been cooking for about 8 to 10 minutes. They're all floating to the top. With the boiled dumplings, you don't want to overboil it. Once you overboil it, the kind of dumpling skin turns into a mush. So we're gonna take this out right now, put our sauce on that we came from a mason jar. So for the boiled dumpling, what I'm looking for is a wrapper that has a nice bouncy texture and great structure so that it's not going to fall apart.
I think I went really outside the box, you know? I never have deep fried something before.
like his isn't gonna be
Hopefully that works
cooked
in
all the
favor.
way,
But you
you
know
know?
what? If I can get one compliment from Matt, then that's a win in my book.
Aww.
If I can win this episode with Matt judging, there's no greater prize.
Aww. I also want to win with Matt judging.
Yeah, I think we all agree. We
That
want
would
Matt
be
to prove
so
it.
nice.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hands up, dumpers!
Fun, please. Judges, we all love a good breakfast sandwich, don't we? Yum yum, wake up, eggy sausage, cheesy goodness. Well, I am proud to present my farmhouse breakfast dumplings. There's some fennel, there's some scallions, there's definitely cheese, egg, and turkey sausage. And then it is paired with a little sort of sweet and spicy dipping sauce.
Keith, the smell of this sauce is actually really good.
The skin texture, it's a little thick on the edges, but I'm probably just gonna avoid all that and just go for the inside over here.
Great tactic.
They didn't fall apart, but it is pretty thick.
The sausage is quite spicy.
Is it?
Mixed with the spicy sauce is like kind of a little overwhelming.
I like the flavorings inside. I like this part. I mean, this part's rubber. I mean, it's like really thick here.
Well, creativity-wise, I mean, it is like a breakfast and a dumpling.
I love the turkey. I use turkey for everything. Ground turkey for almost everything.
What's happening over there?
Barry, what's happening?
I think I got a bone.
Well, that's not my fault. I f***ing bought turkey from the store.
I'm okay though.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I can see past that.
I'll let Ralph's know.
As we can see is the turkey over here, ground turkey over here, is cooked. Over here, this is the meat is raw. Right here a bit. You know what this is interesting because this one's cooked.
Huh.
This one's cooked and this one's just a little
There's just one
undercooked.
that got out.
With the size, it's harder to cook and steam with them being so large to make sure it's cooked all the way through. So do you think it's a dumpling?
I do think it's a dumpling. Just need a little bit longer to cook.
Yeah,
but
one of them
it's-
didn't make the cut.
The filling was nice. I did get a bone, but I can see past that. I thought it was odd to make a breakfast sausage dumpling, but it actually kind of, with the seasoning you put in there and the sauce that you made here, it kind of tied it together. Yeah, overall creativity is pretty good on this one.
It kind of tastes like a really good like McDonald's breakfast sandwich, but that's been like left in this like steaming a little too long, so it's a little wet.
Part of my inspiration was the McGriddle.
Yeah, it tastes a little bit like McGriddle.
And I love this sauce.
The sauce was good.
Oh my God, I just made a connection. It's like you make sauce or something.
I do, and guess what? There's a little bit of my sauce in there. There's a little
Are you
burger sauce in there.
kidding?
Make your own delicious burger sauce. Get yourself a bottle today.
Shut
He's
up,
got
Keith, are you
burger
serious?
sauce?
Yeah, this
This is delicious.
Yeah, thanks.
Bummer it's not a sauce competition.
Yeah, bummer.
Yeah, you know, we should really focus in on the.
I didn't talk shit about your food. Just let them enjoy. Jesus, Zach. Fucking tofu mother.
Hello, judges. As an Asian, I am a dumpling lover, but I am also an Asian from Texas. So I wanted to flip the script and create something new. This is my Texas barbecue dumplings. Inside you will find braised brisket, collard greens, potatoes, and refried beans. And on the side is a homemade barbecue sauce.
I think this is the most cooking I've ever seen you do.
Okay, how long were you saving that joke?
I'm the only one who cooks at home. Eugene doesn't cook.
It's because he critiques when I make something, so
It
he
sounds
wants
like
it
he
to be done a
critiques
certain way. It's
everything.
not that I can't cook, it's just he wants to cook, do all the
tasty
cooking.
way.
What?
I want to say the crimping is beautiful. It smells nice.
It's kind of like an empanada shape. You know, it's pretty big.
Everything's bigger in Texas. Everything.
He sounds like, why does his boyfriend sound like he's so critiquey, so hard on? Like, he's just like a person that doesn't have much nice to say. You know what I'm saying? I don't know him. He could be totally opposite, but that's just how he's coming across, in my opinion.
Hold on.
Quite the chew.
It's a little tough.
Like a Texas, like a Texan, tough like a Texan.
It's Texas tough.
Built Texas stuff.
Yeah,
Kind of gets stuck in your teeth a little bit.
That's a very Texan thing. You just
I
gotta
gotta see what's in here because so far,
It looks like just meat.
just like Texas.
You can't really taste all the different elements, but everything is kind of mixed together, you know? Like it's very meat forward.
You love everything I give you that's meat forward.
Hey, no.
Whoa. Did no one catch that? I thought that was perfect. He doesn't even laugh. He doesn't even crack a smile. That was pretty good.
Texas hot link.
I'm gonna say for the record that this is the one dumpling that I keep eating.
Everything definitely does come together. Like one-stop shop barbecue.
Eugene did better than I thought he would do, but I don't think I would order this. And I mean, to me, this is really an empanada, right? It's an empanada. So if we're saying an empanada is a type of dumpling,
Which it is.
then it's
Which
a
it
dumpling.
is. Which
If
it
it's not
clearly
a
is.
dumpling, then I wouldn't call it a dumpling because this is pretty classic empanada.
Wrapped like a dumpling, it crimps like a dumpling.
Yeah, barbecue empanadas, delicious. I mean, they're delicious. They are technically dumplings too, but you wouldn't call it that on the sign.
Keith, are you trying to convince us that this is not a dumpling so he should be disqualified?
If that's what you think I'm trying to say, that must already be in your mind.
I'm just trying to interpret it.
So really the big question at the end is, Matt, am I going to be cooking this at home now?
I don't think so. This doesn't seem very healthy.
Great. All right, we'll leave you to deliberate. On that note, boys, let's go dump.
We'll go dump and let you all dump your minds.
Thank you, judges.
Thank you, judges.
Thank you. Judges, time to deliberate. Let's start with Ned's.
I thought the taste was okay. It wasn't my favorite.
Yeah, I thought it was okay. I thought the creativity was really cool. I think him trying to fuse a dumpling and that style of cooking and food was really neat.
It did take me to a crawfish boil. It had the butter, but then the skin itself.
It was just the texture of the dough, which I think everyone struggled with a little bit, but it was the texture of the dough that really kind of threw me off
hard,
there. Yeah. Zach was very interesting.
Yeah, I think the filling really was a miss for me in that one. The flavors didn't really meld together. It was just really mushy.
Okay, I'm a little biased because I like bread, but when you pan fry, a dumpling, it's just so good. But that filling was a bit odd for me.
I mean, when you look at it, you do want to eat it, right? It has that texture and that look.
It was sweet, sour, mushy, then salty. Yeah.
Okay, so Keith was the one where you got a bone.
Yeah, I gotta start with the good. It reminded me of breakfast. The sauce was amazing, but I did get a bone in my dumpling, which I can't fault him for because he didn't grind it.
But you also had raw meat in yours.
True. So I think most of them were cooked. I think there's just a few with a little surprises. I think they could have.
So does that knock him down then? Because he didn't fully execute on the technique?
Yes.
He did take a risk of using a raw filling.
So I think Eugene did a great job. I've seen what he can do at home. I'm seeing how horrible he is. So I think he definitely has been learning. I think the flavor profile was really good. I think frying them was really smart. Is he creative? I mean, I think he's he's not combining flavors that we haven't had before. I'm proud of him.
Oh, I'm proud of him too. It seemed the most married, like cohesive, like they went together.
Right.
Fortunate for us, he did cook the filling. He chose the perfect cooking technique, which was just frying everything.
Okay, if we had to judge on just the skin, I think they would all get 4th place.
Definitely.
Yeah, so we gotta take that off.
We can't even have that be a factor.
It sounds like we have some more things to discuss.
Keith
This is
got
going to be a
4th
really tough choice.
This is the new Google Pixel 5 with the Titan M security chip. But to someone who doesn't mess around with security,
I don't mess around.
it's the super safe stuff
I
secure.
don't mess around with
The
security.
5G Google Pixels from $499.
It's freezing in this house right now, y'all. I'm dying. I feel like I'm watching Survivor.
By the way, have you guys been working out? Because
All
you
these
look
B-rolls.
incredible.
Zach, are you trying to get brownie points?
Oh, that's next episode, Rosanna.
We'll see you next week.
I gotta say, I don't want to discourage, but today was a very interesting day for me to judge dumplings. I think collectively, if you guys worked the dough a little longer, things probably could have been a little different in terms of the dumpling skin.
I'm kind of flabbergasted. I thought that was going to be the easiest part of today.
I know, it seems like that was like, well, I got this. I don't know. It seems all over the place. I'm dying. Can you tell us who won?
So I
so
have the
competitive.
privilege of announcing 4th place.
How's that a privilege, Matt?
And that is going to someone who really missed the
Zach.
mark on filling and on the
Keith.
baking
Keith.
and on the actual bread.
Keith.
And that would be Zach. So congratulations. Congratulations, you have 4th place. It really tasted like spicy pineapple. It wasn't cooked all the way through. They were kind of weird sizes. It just really missed the mark for all of us.
What are you talking about? Rosanna, we had the carnival connection. I brought you to the UK. Yeah, you were throwing darts. You won a teddy bear. You did the little ring toss on the milk jars. We were on a Ferris wheel together and you loved it. And Matt, I get it. Yeah, I mean, guys, I get it. It was not good. I'm learning a lot. I at least know where I went wrong this time. I'm gonna get 1st place by the end of this. Mark my words. Judges,
So they must
respectfully
lose every
disagree,
time.
But thank you for your time.
Noted. I'm not ever gonna guess
So it
him
sounds
again.
like the dough was really bad across all 4, which kind of opens things up because if it's a little more focused on fillings, I have no idea where this is.
Yeah, I don't know
gonna end
either.
Now in 3rd
Keith,
place,
it's gotta be
we
Keith.
have
raw meat. Raw meat, and he had a bone.
Ned.
What?
Back to 3rd. No!
Great creativity. We like the theme. It is a dumpling. We really didn't enjoy the flavors in the dough.
What do you mean? What? I'm
We
pissed
really
off for you, bro.
wanted
I'm pissed for
flavors
you.
to be in the filling and in the sauce.
The dough was chewy and not good, but then I realized everyone's dough was chewy and not good. So you're telling me that my filling was bad?
Okra is a very odd filling choice because it's kind of gummy, so I wasn't sure if it was cheese or something pulling out.
Your filling was not bad.
I'll take it. But thank you for saying that it was creative. I do
Did not
appreciate
see
that.
that coming.
So now we're down to Keith and Eugene.
Eugene's
They're
got this in the
both,
bag.
very
He had raw
creative.
meat.
Keith,
He had a
this one was a
bone.
little tricky for me because what I
look like
really
sugar
loved
cookies.
the seasonings. I think you did the seasonings maybe the best. However, because you made them different sizes, some small, some big, I unfortunately got one that wasn't cooked.
Eugene was the only one who kind of took that technical capability up a little bit and fried his dough, but inside it was all just kind of like a little mushy.
But we really enjoyed it holistically, how all of the flavors and textures came together. So,
Without
Keith,
further ado, you
Keith
got
came in
to
second.
I know,
Eugene
man.
won
It
it.
was so
Hands down.
close.
Hands
The
down.
winner of the dumpling challenge
Eugene,
today
easy.
is gonna be Eugene.
You did a great job.
I'm cooking this for you every night. Wow, that feels great. I feel like I typically would have done an Asian dumpling immediately, but I wanted to try to think outside the box, do something a little different.
I'm just happy, you know, I'm not trying to build an enterprise on dumplings, but I am trying to build an enterprise on sauces. And they all said my sauce is the best, so that's something you can count on.
Well,
Hey, I gotta get some of that burger sauce.
Thank you, judges. This is just episode 1 of Without a Recipe, but we got 3 more coming. Come back next week. We're doing brownies, we're doing pizza, and we're ending with cheesecake. And I'm gonna win one of them. Okay,
Okay. Brownies, cheesecake, and pizza. Let's end this video. Lights flashing. Anyway, that's the end of this video, man. Appreciate y'all for watching, man. If you've watched all the way through here, man, you're awesome. You're awesome, man. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can come back and watch the brownie. I'm not gonna do the brownie episode tonight because I gotta go to bed. I gotta work in the morning, but definitely gonna do that tomorrow. Yeah, it's a 40-minute video, so that means my video is probably gonna be 50 minutes. I gotta end this video. I forgot it's already at 50 minutes. Oh my god, this is gonna be an hour. All right, thank y'all for watching. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you got a video request, put it down in the comments. Hit subscribe button if you want to join the chill tribe and chill with us all the time. I appreciate y'all for watching, man. Assalamu alaikum, peace. Take care. Be healthy out here, man. Scary.